Facebook page right now. Big thank you to Ricky Morgan. So good to hear his story of taking part in Ironman number 9, number 6 in Wales as well. An absolutely brilliant effort from Ricky, and really good to talk to him. Let's just get into some of the sporting stories from across the weekend. And in rugby, we heard in the first hour of the show from the Narberth head coach, Liam Gadd, and he was speaking to KT. And it's been a difficult start, Gordon, for Narberth in the Premiership. A step up. They lost to Llangennych 17-8 at the weekend.
Yeah.
Liam actually made the point to KT that he came out and spoke after all the wins last year. Going to do the same this year, which is great, and he comes across really well. And it is a step up, isn't it? And the Otters just adjusting at the start of the season.
Yeah, everybody finds their level. Every team finds their level as well, Ben, and Narberth are certainly the best side in Pembrokeshire. There's no question about that. But this season, after winning their league title last season, the new structure has put them into a group. There's some quality players and quality teams. And yes, you're right. They are just adjusting to that now. And it'll be a good season, a good challenge for them. I expect them to be mid-table and perhaps a little bit higher. And Liam Gadd will know that he's got to work hard with his boys, and they'll come up against better quality players than what they had last season. And that is, everybody has an aim, everybody has a goal, and Narberth they'll do okay this season, to be honest with you, but they are finding it. Last season they were turning over some big scores against sides as well, but in this division they're going to have to work hard for every point that they put on the board, and that's the challenge this season for them.
And the restructuring, of course, across all the divisions, and Crymych aren't finding it easy either, are they, in the Championship? An up and down start, but fighting hard every week. They went down to Ammanford, didn't they? 33-20 on Saturday, but again, not an easy fixture.
No, Crymych did well last season as well in the same division as Narberth, but they've stayed where they are. But on saying that, it is rugby. Nobody's going to hand it to you on a plate, any game that you play. And Crymych got a tough mentality. They're hard to beat on their home ground. That's their fortress. The difficulty is when you're playing away. It's hard to turn those games into victories. You come up against some really streetwise teams, I'd say. They're really streetwise. They know when to attack, and they hit your weak spots as well, which all teams have them, and they have to work on those weak spots because other sides will work it all out.
We follow Tenby quite closely as well. Their head coach, Jonathan Evans, regular guest on Pure West Sport.
Yeah.
They had a win in Division 1 away to Kidwelly. Another pretty decent journey that to make, but they came home with the win, 29-21. So they'll take some heart from that, Gord.
Yeah, they definitely will. Dan Colley scored a few more tries in the centre. Dan's a very strong player. He plays centre or even flanker, but in the last couple of games, he's had a couple of tries. He's been quite pivotal for Tenby doing well at this moment in time. He's not a one-man team by any stretch of the imagination, but you've got to have those players who can finish, and Dan Colley is proving that at that level.
Yeah, and a win for Fishguard in Division 2 as well. They beat Carmarthen. Well done, Whitland. They got on the board with a win against Bettis as well, 31-13 at the weekend. In Division 4, Neyland won at Pembroke Dock. Langham were beaten by a single point. Narberth Athletic were winners by 40 points to 0 as well in their away match against St David's as well. And in Division 3, just to finish off, Haverfordwest went down in their game. They lost to T-Cross 28-15. So it was a mixed weekend for Pembrokeshire sides, but good to see the rugby season in full swing, isn't it? And plenty of games to come.
Definitely. I mean, we will have the autumn internationals coming up in November, so we'll have a little bit of break in rugby then. But it's good to see that all teams are participating and playing some decent rugby and enjoying their Saturday afternoons, and that's exactly what you should be doing on a Saturday. Yeah. Is going out of there, giving it your all, and having a couple of pints after the game together, and that's your Saturday done.
Pembrokeshiresport.co.uk, great coverage again of the weekend's rugby.
Thank you, Ben.
No problem at all. Let me just finish off with a couple of other mentions for the Pembrokeshire Triathlon Club. They were confirmed champions of the Welsh Club Super Series after the final series event in Llandudno on Sunday. That's a trek, isn't it? So well done to everyone involved.
That is a trek.
Yeah, I've done that drive before. Famous station in Llandudno, is there not? Llandudno Junction, is that right?
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Well
have
done.
A lovely day at the seaside up there, didn't it?
Exactly, yeah, and they clearly did. So well done to the Pembrokeshire Triathlon Club. Excellent effort. Well done to Neyland batsman Paul Murray at the Pembroke County Club Cricket dinner on Friday. He won the George Cole Trophy for being the league's best player in 2024. Wouldn't argue with that, Gord?
Minty, what a class player, class man, and everything about him. He retired a few years ago because he was very busy with work, but he came back and he's come back a bigger and better player. He deserves the accolade. Fair play, well done, Paul.
Excellent effort. We previewed a couple of weeks ago, didn't we, the boxing in Merlins Bridge. That was excellent. Yeah. We're looking forward to that. That's coming up this Saturday. That's going to be a really good evening of boxing. I think Pure West Radio, we're going to be there, Tom?
Yeah, Pure West Radio is going to be there. Toby and DJ Wayno are going to be there, and they've got the full production in the lights and the screens, and it's going to be a proper event for those boxers, a night to remember.
Yeah, that's going to be good, Gordon. That'd be a really good event, actually, won't it?
Yeah, well, Graham Brockway, the head coach at Merlins Bridge, was only speaking here a couple of weeks ago, looking forward to the event and how all his boxers have been preparing. And it's going to be a night, as Tom just explained, of razzmatazz. And when they hear that bell go, it's the real deal when you're up against your opponent. It's not any sort of shallow boxing then. That guy's going to hit you. You've got to hit him harder.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Good luck to everyone involved with that, and to Graham as well. And you can watch that interview we did with him. That's still on the Pure West Facebook page. It was great to talk to him a few weeks ago. Well done, everyone involved with the Paul Sartori Fun Day go-karting yesterday at West Wales Karting. Tom was leading the Pure West team. How did that go, Tom? Good?
We didn't come last. So I'll hold my hand up on that one. Really good event though, and on the night, £8,300 was raised for Paul Sartori, which was fantastic. All the teams coming together, and in the final, AB Security have won the last 2 years. The cleaners have come runners up. They actually won it. And they won the overall competition with 166 laps. They won the fastest lap with a time of 20.3, they also raised the most money. So they got the hat trick of awards on the night.
So the security team were taken to the cleaners, Tom?
They were taken to the cleaners.
Okay. It does sound like that. Yeah, good work. And £8,300 for Paul Sartori is absolutely brilliant. Monday almost done and dusted, Gord, and Eric Ten Hag has survived as Manchester United manager.
I thought I was going to get away with this. It's only when Spurs win you ever talk to me on air, but I will take it on the chin. We will move on.
Yeah, and Brennan Johnson's looking the real deal all of a sudden, which is brilliant.
I think he's a class act. He's a great player. Yeah. But, if you keep gifting him open goals like we did, he'll be top scorer by the end of the season.
He'll take those chances.
You'll take them, yeah.
Gordon, lucky for you, we are out of time, I'm afraid, so we will leave it there.
The pain is over then. The pain is over.
I'll take a 3-0 win. Thank you very much indeed. Enjoyed your company tonight, chaps. Thank you, Gord. Thank you, Tom. We will be back again next Monday. Jason's asked the question, was it a sending off? I can answer that quickly. Yes, it was. Yes.
Because he got sent off?
Yeah, it was. Yes, he slipped, but if you lunge at the same time, you're going to get sent off.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. He did slip, but the problem being they never went to VAR with that decision.
Didn't need to. You did. If you kick out when you kick out, it doesn't matter if you slip. Anyway, we've got to go. We'll see you next Monday from 7 for Pure West Sport. The Red Thread is next with Tim Cooper. Good night.
In the heart of Pembrokeshire.